Hello students, today we are going to discuss about sole proprietorship. Now this is about a form of business organization which is a commercial organization as well as a private sector enterprise. Now this kind of business is owned, financed and controlled by a single person. The owner is known as the proprietor and he is alone responsible for the profit and losses of the business. The features of this kind of organization: the first one, single ownership. As you all know, as the name suggests, it is held single-handedly by the person who is going to run and control the business. That is why we don't have any sharing of profits and losses. So whatever good deeds he is being rewarded duly with whole profit, no sharing in it. But at the same time, the grievance is the losses, if any, will not be distributed among anybody. He will be the sole bearer of it. The capital being contributed, that is the monetary factor, is only by a single person. That is, the owner is the only one who generates all kinds of fund. And that is why this kind of business is generally small in size, because he has a limitation to generate the funds. He can have the funds from his own family members, relatives, his own savings, his own wealth, or take loan from the bank on his own behalf. Then there is unlimited liability. Now, in case of any kind of losses, any kind of problem that is happening, even his personal assets are at stake. That is, they can be sold off to pay off his liabilities. So the liability limitation is not there. The formalities involved in such kind of business, specifically legal formalities, like in India we have too many formalities to be completed, forms and all, it's very less as compared to the rest of the business forms of organization. This is entirely controlled by one man, no interference by anybody. So there are many advantages of sole proprietor. The first one, as you all know, it's very easy to form and at the same time wind up. The moment the person is not interested to continue with the business, he can stop. He doesn't need to take anybody's permission, neither to form nor to end. Just intimate the government that he is starting, therein they give the registration, and the moment he ceases to exist, he just need to inform them. That's it. It's a direct motivation. That is, the person, the more he does the work, the better he earns. So how much you work for your business, that is the return that you're going to generate. If you're not working, you are not generating any funds. Quick decisions and prompt action. This kind of business doesn't need to seek permission from anybody. So the decision-making authority lies with the person himself. So the environmental factors which might happen, that is, in case they are finding an opportunity that this kind of work which is there right now required can be of help to them, they can always do it. And this helps in generating better profits. Better control. They are the ones who are going to control the business single-handedly. So everything is being worked under him. So there's hardly any division of work. So it's being duly controlled by the individual himself. No sharing of secrets. So the business secrets are maintained. You do not disclose it to anybody because you don't have any partner with you. Close personal relation. Now over here, this personal relation could be anybody. It could be with the customers, it could be with the suppliers, it could be even with the government. It could be with any kind of investors who are investing in the business or rendering them loan. Now this is their generated, earned personal relations. Flexibility in operation. As and when he wants, he can start, open, take decision. So the working entirely is in the hands of the person himself. It's not at all rigid. It's very flexible depending upon his whims and fancies. Now this kind of proprietorship is encouraging self-employment. That is, you are not seeking employment, you are not a part of that community who is required or unemployed youth of the government. You are generating employment for yourself and trying to give employment to 10 other people. So helping the government in doing this good work. But this kind of organization also suffer from some amount of disadvantages. The first one, limited capital. This kind of business is unable to generate lots of funds. Now, when they are unable to generate lots of funds, what happens? They are not able to conduct or go for a large scale business. Unlimited liability. This kind of business house do not only restrict their liability to the ownership, even their personal assets are at stake. Any kind of crisis comes, even their personal assets are being sold to recover the losses. Lack of continuity is the saddest part over here, because business is being run by an individual who has to die because man is not mortal. So, at one point of time, the death of the person declares the end of the business, unless and until you have the ownership, and that is a different issue. The person, if he dies, if he is not well, the continuity is at stake. As I told you before, limited size, it's very difficult to enhance the size of the business. Lack of managerial expertise. Now, this kind of business do not enjoy that, because one particular person cannot be master in everything. He can be master in one, but over here he is basically jack of all. So this particular lacuna is something which impacts the business to a larger extent. I hope you have understood the concept of sole proprietorship. Thank you and have a nice day.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.